Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, just before this past weekend, we announced that we were going to send Halo to space. This is a huge collaborative project between me, Kidsco, and many other people, and it's been something that we've been working on for the better part of a year now. On the morning of Saturday, November 18th, we finally attempted our launch, but unfortunately, it did not go well. In other words, it literally didn't take off at all. So, what went wrong? And are we going to try again? Well, let's talk about all of that for this video. So, just as a quick background on exactly what this project is, when I say we are sending Halo to space, I mean we are actually sending Halo 3 running on a Steam Deck to the edge of space via a weather balloon. A weather balloon was the only reasonable way for us to attempt this project. An actual rocket launch would have been, well, unreasonable. Of course, a weather balloon isn't going to be to reach orbit or anywhere near that, but it'll get close. What motivated us to do this project? Well, previously, Kitsuko and I rented out a movie theater to play Halo MCC on it, and you may remember that video. But afterwards, we started talking about how awesome it was to see Halo being played in the most unusual and unexpected places. We started talking about where we could play Halo next, and we had a lot of ideas, but the discussion literally went from movie theaters to space. Now, in case you were wondering, the idea did not come to us because the whole spy balloon incident earlier this year. We've been discussing this long before that. The idea came to us shortly after NASA successfully launched their SLS rocket for their Artemis 1 mission last year. And it was actually quite inspirational and got me really hyped about space exploration again, something I've always been passionate about since I was little, really. So that's how we got here. Saturday, November 18th, ready to launch. Actually, fun fact, we were planning to launch back in April or May of earlier this year, but we had several delays along the road, and well, we had to push it all the way back to this Saturday in November, but obviously it didn't work out either. So, as I said, the launch didn't work and failed to take off, and what went wrong was basically we didn't have enough helium. We got one helium tank, which should have had more than enough helium on paper, but I guess somewhere along the line, I must have miscalculated or underestimated how much helium we needed, and, well, as a result, the balloon couldn't be fully inflated, and the payload we had was far too heavy for it to lift off. And, you know, I should have gotten more than one helium tank, but they're kind of pricey, and I guess you could say I cut corners and only got one because, like I said, on paper it seemed like we only needed one, but that was my fault. We tried removing some weight off the payload, and you know, if we just launched just the Steam Deck and the GPS tracker with no cameras, it could somewhat lift off a little bit, but it still wouldn't be able to go very high either way. So there was really no point in trying to launch it at that point. So sadly, we had to scrub the launch and deflate the balloon. We're not giving up though. We learned a lot from this failed attempt. Like, I mean a lot. In fact, I'm almost kind of relieved from this failed attempt because this is our first time doing this. Doing anything like this at all. None of us really had any idea what we were doing. We had some guides and instructions, but it was like following the written game tutorial from IGN or some other gaming site long ago. I think we did do all the setup correctly though, and the launch probably would have worked if we had enough helium, but I was so nervous the entire time because I really had no idea what to expect at each stage of preparation. Now we all have a much better idea of what to do and what to expect. So next time, and there will be a next time, we will know what to do. On that note though, it definitely couldn't have hurt to have more help from people who are more experienced or knowledgeable with this stuff. I heard that Space Station Gaming launched their own weather balloon very recently to send oats to space or something like that, and they had help from a local university. So this is kind of an open call, but if anyone is interested in helping out with us on this project or being part of it, reach out to me on Discord or Twitter, and we can definitely discuss it further, because any help and advice would definitely be a huge help, and we could definitely use it for the next attempt. You know, someone that's like, you know, done this or knows how it works and could tell us like, hey, you're doing it wrong, or, you know, do this, do it that way, or, you know, this is not going to work at all. That would definitely be a huge help. So feel free to reach out to me on Twitter or Discord, and, you know, we'll discuss it from there. So that's it for this video. I guess a cope would be that it took NASA several Apollo missions before they finally landed on the moon. So we're still doing pretty well by that logic. Anyways, we're looking to try to launch again either in the spring or summer of next year. I'll announce updates when I have them. But in the meantime, thanks for dropping by, and hopefully I'll have more details and news to share on this soon. So yeah, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye guys.